A continuación, CPS Noticias.
Good evening. It's Monday night and it's time for CPS News with Jessy and Brent. News that speaks your language.
Good evening. Welcome to CPS News, the news that speaks your language. It's me and Jessy, and aren't we pretty in pink?
Yes, we are.
Unplanned, but we are pretty in pink. We've got pretty in pink. We've got elections that just happened. How exciting. We've got restaurant week. We're in the middle of it. And of course, there's some big changes coming up with the immigration office you need to know about. But first of all, welcome, Jessy. How you doing? Hi to everyone out there.
Great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
And I hope you're doing well. And yes, like Brent said, it's a new week, it's a new month, and also we have a new president, new government, and new mayor. So we'll hear more about that later on. But for now, let's get to the newscast because we have a lot of notes for you tonight.
All right, here's the headlines. Let's go.
Tonight, CPS Evening News will feature a lineup of informative and important stories that our viewers won't want to miss. Dengue outbreak in Puerto Vallarta. Cases rise to 82 as city battles spread of serotype 3. Health officials urge immediate action. Guadalajara-Puerto Vallarta highway marks 2 months. Travel time slashed and accidents are reduced by 80%. American man dies after seizure in police custody in Bahía de Banderas. Authorities investigate possible homicide. Election results unveiled. Stay tuned for Jesse's special election recap and get to know Mexico's future leaders. Get ready to hear these stories, Laura's leisure list, and more on CPS News Tonight with Jessy and Brent.
In our first story tonight, dengue cases are on the rise and the city is responding. Here's Corey with all the details.
Dengue cases in Puerto Vallarta have surged to 82 infections by May 18th, posing a significant concern. The city is grappling with the spread of serotype 3, increasing the vulnerability of its residents. Dr. Jaime Alvarez Zayas, director of the 8th Health Region, underscores the importance of proactive measures, including intensified fumigation and community-driven efforts to eliminate potential breeding grounds for mosquitoes. It's crucial to note that despite prior infections, individuals remain susceptible to contracting the virus. In Jalisco, during epidemiological week 20, a total of 172 dengue cases were reported, with varying degrees of severity. Residents are urged to take proactive steps to safeguard against the disease by eliminating stagnant water sources in their surroundings. With information from Brenda Beltran, Corey Duchateau, CPS News.
We will for sure have updates on that story soon and hopefully get more information on what the area is doing to combat this outbreak. Stay safe. Next up, an American man dies after a seizure in police custody. And here are more details to this disturbing story.
American citizen dies in hospital following detention in Bahía jail. An American male whose identity remains undisclosed passed away at the General Zone Hospital number 33 of the IMSS in Bahía de Banderas. He was brought in unconscious after suffering a seizure in police custody. The individual had been detained for causing a disturbance in El Porvenir. Despite efforts to stabilize him, he succumbed to cardiac arrest shortly after arrival at the hospital. Preliminary medical findings suggest chronic cirrhosis as a possible cause of death. Authorities are investigating the incident as a potential homicide. His body has been transferred to the Forensic Medical Service for further examination. With information from Israel Torres, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Yeah, that is a disturbing story, but we have to move on. So, do you want to save travel time and have a lower chance of an accident? Well, check out this next story read by Richard, and you will find out how, where, and why.
The new stretch of Guadalajara-Puerto Vallarta Highway from Compostela to El Campomo will celebrate its 2-month anniversary on Monday, May 27th. According to the Secretariat of Infrastructure, Communications and Transportation in Nayarit, this section has reduced travel time from Guadalajara to Bahía de Banderas and Puerto Vallarta by 3 hours and significantly reduced accidents. This 29-kilometre highway, inaugurated on March 27th, has cut travel time from Compostela to Bahía de Banderas to just 25 minutes, avoiding the challenging curves of the old Federal Highway 200. Despite being the most expensive highway in the country, with round-trip tolls of 2,136 pesos from Bahía de Banderas to Guadalajara, drivers appreciate the time savings and the comfort. Over 70% of traffic now uses this route, despite being initially controversial. The highway has seen an estimated 80% reduction in fatal and high-impact accidents. Since Easter 2024, there have been no recorded accidents in the region. In 2 months, emergency ramps have only been used twice by cargo trucks, and there's just been one closure due to a landslide. The new bypass from La Cruz to Puerto Vallarta International Airport is expected to divert nearly all external traffic to Riviera Nayarit and Puerto Vallarta. This bypass is set to be completed and inaugurated by the President in September. With information from Israel Torres, Richard Burns, CPS News.
Now it's time to focus on your health with Brent and our sponsor, Hospital Hoya.
Are you prioritizing your health and your well-being? Well, seize the opportunity to safeguard your wellness at Hospital Hoya, where a comprehensive range of services awaits you. Thorough medical checkups, advanced laboratory and imaging facilities, expert consultations with specialized physicians, and of course, around-the-clock emergency care. State-of-the-art intensive care and pediatric units alongside various other amenities. For further details or to schedule an appointment, reach out to them at 322-266-1010 or 322-226-8181. Stay updated on promotions and exclusive offers by following their social media profiles. Remember, your health and that of your loved ones is paramount. Hospital Hoya, your trusted partner in health. Now from health, we go to some good news from the Directorate of Citizen Security and Municipal Traffic. And here's Joe with all the details.
The Puerto Vallarta Municipal Police will intensify operations on weekends. This weekend, 2 tactical operations group teams, led by Commander Artemio Benitez Ibarra, conducted patrols in various Puerto Vallarta neighborhoods. They focused on main avenues and high-crime areas, including the Road to Las Palmas, Avenida Francisco Medina Asensio, Prisciliana Sanchez, Avenida Mexico, Los Poetas, and Ezequiel Corona, as well as Soriana Pitial and Macro Plaza shopping centers. No incidents were reported during these patrols. In the hotel zone, officers responded to a disturbance at a nightclub where a group of men was causing trouble. The situation was resolved peacefully as the individuals complied with the officers' instructions. Patrols also covered the Centro, Emiliano Zapata, and Zona Romantica neighborhoods, aiming to deter antisocial behavior and potential criminal activity, with no incidents reported. Additionally, officers supported municipal regulations personnel in shutting down a restaurant cabaret that was holding an unauthorized event. Later, they dealt with aggressive individuals obstructing a sidewalk with motorcycles in the Centro neighborhood, resulting in 3 detentions. These actions by the Directorate of Citizen Security and Municipal Traffic underscore their commitment to ensuring the safety and tranquility of all Puerto Vallarta residents. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Joe Wasik, CPS News.
Well, we better be careful out there. Now, let me tell you about an important update regarding the Immigration Institute. The National Institute of Immigration or Immigration Office in Puerto Vallarta has changed its procedures, causing delays for foreigners. What used to take a day now takes 2 to 3 weeks because all documentation is sent to Guadalajara for approval. So this delay has led to missed flights and financial losses. CPS News spoke with managers who reported that federal agents have allegedly requested incentives to process procedures. The issues started a few weeks ago when 50% of the staff resigned, including the former Deputy Representative Eduardo Antonio Vanegas Lopez. His replacement, Leticia Medina Sanchez, does not have the authority to approve procedures locally. Previously, with complete documentation, approvals took a few hours. Now, people must arrive early and wait longer due to limited operational windows. Additionally, employer registration requirements for hiring foreigners are often inconsistent and subjective. CPS News requested an interview with Leticia Medina for her response, but she has not yet replied.
So this is for sure one of those times, and it's frequently one of those times where it's really important for our viewers out there to pay attention, because I know a lot of you deal with the immigration office. So I hope you got some good info out of that. Stay tuned. We'll have more information soon. But if you have any questions or comments about that or any story, just leave it right down there in the comments on YouTube, and we'll be sure to get right back to you.
Yes, please do. We read all of your comments. But anyways, right now it's time to go to a quick commercial break, and then we will be back with more.
Back after a quick commercial break. CPS News with Jessy and Brent. They're back.
Welcome back, and thanks for sticking with us here at CPS News. And so coming up, we're going to have a gift certificate to give out for Restaurant Week. It's kind of our theme today. And if you haven't noticed something different, I'm doing like casual Monday. So what do you think?
Well, it's hot out there, so you got to.
Yeah.
We're not going to make you wear a jacket in this hot weather.
If you got a comment about it, put it in the comments. I'm scared, but it's really more comfortable.
Yeah, it's going to be great. But anyways, let's get back to the news, Brent.
Okay.
Richard has an interesting story about Chihuahua. Wouldn't you like to know? Let's hear it.
Last week, the Puerto Vallarta Tourism Trust launched a series of promotional activities in Chihuahua, partnering with local hotels to boost the national market. These activities included promotional visits and seminars with sales agents. One key activity was visiting travel agencies, where a detailed presentation about Puerto Vallarta was given. This presentation highlighted the destination's key attractions, such as its paradisical beaches, beach clubs, and various activities like sailing tours in the bay, mountain excursions, and romantic dinners by the sea. The travel agencies also received Puerto Vallarta totems to display in their offices. Another crucial point emphasized was the excellent connectivity with flights from Puerto Vallarta from Mexico City, Monterrey, and Tijuana. Additionally, the new highway connecting Guadalajara to Puerto Vallarta in under 3 hours was highlighted, showcasing improved accessibility. The seminars included top travel advisors who were educated about the destination with the aim of making Puerto Vallarta the first choice for families from Chihuahua. With information from Brenda Beltram, Richard Burns, CPS News.
Well, thank you for that story, Richard. But now, here's Jessy with a quick word from our sponsor, Coldwell Banker.
Thanks, Brent. Yes, discover Puerto Vallarta and seize an excellent opportunity with Coldwell Banker. They offer fractional properties in the charming romantic zone, providing great benefits. The fully furnished units ensure access to the beach, pool, and gym for your enjoyment. With fractional ownership, you receive a legal deed and the right to enjoy the apartment annually, either for your vacations or to generate additional income through rentals. All of this starting from just 300,000 pesos, with financing options also available. So create unforgettable memories in Puerto Vallarta with Coldwell Banker La Costa. Get more details by visiting onebeachstreetpd.com.
Welcome back, and thanks for sticking with us. And Jessy, I think there's some big news in your house regarding your son. Would you like to share it and maybe a little shout out?
Yes, of course. I would love to give a shout out to my son, my pride and joy. His name is Alejandro Huerta, or Alex Huerta. He has just graduated from high school and is off to university. So congratulations to him. I'm so proud. He's a tennis player. And yes, all the way in California.
No, I've met him before. He's a great kid, really tall.
Very tall.
Very tall and a good tennis player. But now it's almost time for our favorite segment.
Yes.
But it's got a new intro, and it kind of has a new name because it's no longer Laura's Leisure List. Now it's Laura's Leisure List. You want to try that?
It's just harder for me.
It is. Thank you, Richard, for our new voiceover. So with that, it's time for
Laura's Leisure List.
Get ready for what's happening this week with Laura's Leisure List.
I'm excited to share some unique and fun events in Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas coming up this week, so get your calendars out. May 15th to June 10th, experience a variety of flavors at reduced prices, all in one memorable event through the outstanding restaurants. It's Puerto Vallarta's Restaurant Week. Go to restaurantweekpv.com for more details. Join the party on June 7th. Radiante 98.3 FM is turning 6 years old, and we're throwing a party at the Roxy Rock House in Zona Romantica. Doors open at 8 p.m. The night will be filled with live music, gifts, and the entire Radiante team. We're also excited to welcome our special guests, the Asphalt team, celebrating their 1-year anniversary on air. Don't miss out on this rockstar event. Reserve your table now by sending a WhatsApp message. Come party with us and make it a night to remember. Don't miss the first Civil Protection and Firefighters race in Puerto Vallarta. Join us this Sunday, June 9th. The race supports retired or active colleagues with serious illnesses and aims to create a fixed fund for future competitions of the institution. Get more information or sign up now through WhatsApp at 322-319-1436. If you love cinematography, be sure to check this out. From June 14th to 17th, don't miss the most anticipated event of the year, the Puerto Vallarta International Film Festival 2024. El Centro Universitario de la Costa and the Puerto Vallarta International Film Festival in its 24th edition invite you. Look for them on social media as FICPV Puerto Vallarta to discover the exciting program and this year's special guests. For more details, visit ficpv.udg.mx. This will be an unforgettable cinematic experience that you won't want to miss. Hope you all enjoyed that peek into Vallarta's awesome events. Now back to you two for more news.
Thanks, Laura. Another great week of events. I'm so excited to celebrate Asphalt Radio and Radiante 98.3 FM this Friday. Add it to your calendar. It's at Roxy Rock House at 8 o'clock. See you there. There will be free shots, so you don't have to buy us a beer. Now let's get our nerd on and get animated. How about some tech talk from Brent with our sponsor, Savvy Control Home.
Are you tired of dealing with high utility bills when you rent out your vacation apartment or your Airbnb property? Did you know that you can easily oversee your home's lighting, air conditioning, and security from anywhere? With Savvy Control Home, you can achieve significant savings in the long run. Take control of your home's automation and manage it remotely. You can visit their location at Carretera Punta de Mita, kilometer 1.5, local 9, right at the entrance of La Cruz, or contact them by phone at 329-114-923 for more information. Simplify your life with Savvy Control Home.
Now here's Brent once more with this week's interview, and today he's with Juan Pablo Hernandez, the operational director of the so popular Puerto Vallarta Restaurant Week. But before we get started, you have a chance to win a gift certificate for Restaurant Week. Yes, the first person that sends a text to 322-183-4273 will receive a gift certificate to one of the participating restaurants of the Restaurant Week. Send your text now, 322-183-4237.
Well, good luck to everyone. I cannot wait to hear who the lucky person is that wins that gift certificate. But now, I want to introduce you to our guest. It's Juan Pablo. He's the operational director of Restaurant Week. And I know people have been posting online. They've been eating great food. I mean, all the buzz is about this. We love this every year. So I want to welcome you to the show and can't wait to learn more about it. So welcome.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we got some questions. I mean, everybody wants to know about this. Our listeners, of course, want to know about this. So first of all, what inspired the creation of Restaurant Week, and how does it really compare to other seasonal restaurant events in the world and other tourist locations?
Well, the original founders of Restaurant Week were traveling around United States and Canada when they knew about this concept, and they decided to come and to bring Restaurant Week to Puerto Vallarta. Fun fact, Puerto Vallarta is the first city in Mexico to have a Restaurant Week event like this. Now there is another cities like Monterrey and Guadalajara that they have Restaurant Week, but we are the first one in Mexico. And The concept is very similar, what you can find in United States or Canada, but we last longer.
For sure. So that's perfect. You really took me right to my next question. And wow, I just learned something. I had no idea we were the first ones in Mexico. That's a good trivia question. I'm going to keep that for the radio show. But of course, you last longer. So here's the question. Why don't you call it Restaurant Weeks instead of Restaurant Week? Come on.
It is the name of the festival, but never lasted a week. At the beginning, it was 17 days, and now we last 3 weeks. So in the press conference, someone said, this is the Mexican Restaurant Week, and I think that's funny, yeah, because that's a lot of time, not a week.
Well, yeah, I mean, they might show up a week late, so the 1 week might not be enough. So I get it. So you go tomorrow. But I totally get it. That's a good answer. And it's kind of a joke question because we even get it on the radio a lot. Like, why is it called week? So thank you for clarifying that. So now, if a restaurant wants to get involved, if they want to be part of it, or a business wants to sponsor Restaurant Week, what's the best way for them to get engaged with it? Are there certain criteria you look for in a restaurant?
Well, the criteria is they need to have this special menu with the special price on it. As long as the restaurant agree on it, they could be in it. Another fun fact, the lasting of the event, the days that the Restaurant Week is happening now, is because the participating restaurants ask for this extension. So we are very close to the participating restaurants, listening what they need from the event. Mm-hmm. And every year we do this survey with them to see what's working, what's not working, what we need to change or not change about the event. So we are very close to the restaurants. This year we have the same prices we had last year. And we know the living cost is not the same this year as last year. So we are very happy with our restaurants that they are committing to maintain the same prices.
Well, I love it because everything's getting more expensive. And I think you're the first thing that isn't more expensive this year. And that's great that the restaurants are willing to do that. And I love it. I think there's more restaurants this year. As a matter of fact, I'm going to a few this week and can't wait to do it. So first, I just really want to thank you. Thank you for the gift certificate. One lucky winner is going to get that. And now we're out of time, unfortunately. So spend your time, get out there, eat some good food. And now here's Jessy with a little bit of information about Liverpool.
Now let me tell you about a big sale. Liverpool department store is bringing back La Nocturna just for you. Enjoy 3 days of fantastic deals with discounts of up to 30% or up to 25% off, and enjoy up to 9 months interest-free financing. Discover a wide range of clothing and accessories for the whole family, as well as furniture, technology, and household items. Visit Liverpool Friday, June 7th through Sunday, June 9th from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. There are knowledgeable advisors who can help. You can even reserve your favorite items starting tomorrow, ensuring that you'll have them ready for purchase on the day of your visit. For more information, go to liverpool.com or download the app on your phone. Plus, receive an additional 10% off your first day of shopping when you pay with your Liverpool credit card. Find everything you need in one convenient location. Liverpool Department Store is located in the Galerías Vallarta shopping mall. Now listen up, because there's a special note about elections coming up. In a historic electoral process, Claudia Sheinbaum of Morena is on the verge of becoming the first female president of Mexico and North America. This according to initial quick count results from the National Electoral Institute, or INE. This landmark victory follows a significant voter turnout on June 2nd, with millions of Mexicans participating in the election. Representing the Sigamos Haciendo Historia coalition, Sheinbaum secured between 58.3% and 60.7% of the vote. Her main opponent, Galvez of PAN, PRI, and PRD, received between 26.6% and 28.6%, while MC candidate Jorge Alvarez Maínez garnered between 9.9% and 10.8%. Sheinbaum's groundbreaking win has sparked spontaneous celebrations among her supporters. In Mexico City's Zócalo, a large screen, stage, and sound system have been set up in front of the National Palace to accommodate the growing crowd of Morena supporters. Outside the Hilton Hotel on Avenida Juárez, a large number of people have gathered eagerly awaiting Sheinbaum's appearance from her campaign headquarters. In Jalisco, Pablo Lemus, the candidate from Movimiento Ciudadano, has declared victory in the gubernatorial race. At a press conference, Lemus cited 3 surveys showing him with a 20-point lead. He emphasized MC's strong performance in key municipalities including Guadalajara, Tlajomulco, Lagos de Moreno, and Encarnación de Díaz. Lemus called for constructive dialogue with his opponents Laura Aro and Claudia Delgadillo and outlined his plans to tour all 125 municipalities in Jalisco to thank his supporters and address their needs once he assumes office. In local news, Morena has lost the mayoral race of Puerto Vallarta. Despite a strong showing in previous elections, voters opted for change, placing Morena in 3rd place. The Green Party's Luis Munguia emerged as a frontrunner with 39% of the vote, followed by Ramon Guerrero of Movimiento Ciudadano. This outcome ends Morena's 3-year period in power and reflects growing dissatisfaction with the current administration. Despite federal support, Morena failed to deliver significant improvements to the city, leading to their defeat. Munguia celebrated the anticipated victory at the city's Malecón, where hundreds of his supporters gathered. In Bahía de Banderas, Héctor Santana García, candidate of the Sigamos Haciendo Historia coalition, announced a decisive victory over Jaime Cuevas Tello of the Fuerza y Corazón por Nayarit coalition. This election results signify major political shifts in Mexico, highlighting significant victories for the Sigamos Haciendo Historia coalition and the MC party. While these results are conclusive, they have not yet been officially confirmed. Next week, we will have more detailed information about the elections in Mexico, Jalisco, Nayarit, Vallarta, and Bahía de Banderas. Reporting for CPS News, Jessy Ruiz.
Well, that was a really great segment, Jessy. And I mean, that's such great information on the surface and interesting outcomes, of course. But we're going to be sure to have Rodrigo come back in the next week or two and really talk to us more about what it means to us living here with all the new people in place, from president all the way down to mayors.
Yes, of course, this was just the intro of what happened last night, or yesterday, I should say. But anyways, we have come to an end. I really thank you for being here with us today. And don't forget to tune in next Monday at 7:30. Tell your friends and let's create a community. Remember, this is CPS News with Jessy and Brent.
Have a great night, y'all, and thanks for tuning in to CPS News. It's the news that speaks your language. Good night, Jessy.
Good night.
Was CPS News with Jessy and Brent. Thanks for watching and search us on YouTube.